Do you believe in magic? Hi, I'm going to show you how to create and activate a skin sigil. Welcome to my channel. So what I've got going on today is that I have a family member in need, and it's my brother. That's going to be part of the sigil, so I might as well tell you. He and his wife are struggling right now. They had their car taken away. They weren't making payments on it. He has to bike to work 20 miles. It's kind of ridiculous, and he lives in St. Louis. I'm concerned. And I live way over in Ohio. There's only so much I can do for him. But I have learned a few things about the power of positive thinking. Give you a little background on me. I'm a former Christian. I'm no longer a Christian. Sorry. If that offends you, you might as well know that about me. But if you're watching this video, that probably doesn't surprise you anyway, and you're probably not offended. Good, we're on the same page. I am also a scientist, which might surprise you. I have a PhD in biochemistry. That happened while I was a Christian. I still work in the medical field. I use my degree in the drug industry. Anyway, it's complicated. But what I have found in the last couple of years, I was an atheist for a couple of years, and that didn't work well for me. And I didn't find myself getting along well with other atheists. And I finally realized, and read a bit about psychology, and began to understand that you don't have to believe in things to be open to them and to let them bless your life. I'm not a big believer in belief anymore, and I don't think you need to be. I don't think our ancientest ancestors, our deepest ancestors, I'm not sure belief was important to them. They observed the world around them. They drew conclusions about what they saw and the things that they didn't understand. They just did the best they could to try to make sense of what they observed. And that's all we need to do. Doesn't really matter what you believe. What matters is how you interact with the world around you. And we know a lot now about psychology and about the power of positive thinking and about the power of ritual. And as an atheist, that was something that was very much lacking in my life. And I didn't realize that some of the things I got from Christianity are actually useful. And one of those is ritual. And so I've been learning in the last couple of years how to be a warlock. A warlock who doesn't necessarily believe anything, but acts on it anyway. All it really takes is an open mind and a willingness to try things, and a willingness to try to be your highest self. Look at who your highest self is, and make that your goal. Make that your aim in life. And that's what I've done, and it's been wonderful. Things are going so well for me because anytime I have even the smallest problem, I turn to witchcraft. Now I have no problems because my life is wonderful because I've figured out how to make it wonderful. But my brother's having problems. Now he's still a Christian. I'm not going to tell him I'm doing this. He doesn't need to know. The universe knows. So, skin sigils. I'm not going to go a lot into sigils because there's plenty of other videos on why sigils are great. I'm just going to, but I don't see many people making skin sigils. I like them because I feel like they're, my skin is part of me. It's nobody else's. It's mine. That makes it super personal. It's there to remind me. It keeps that positive thought in my mind. It washes off after a day. Sometimes I wish it would last a little longer. But I use my wife's old calligraphy pen. which makes great skin sigils. She doesn't use it anymore. Lost my train of thought. So it's very personal. It's on me, and I get to wear it around for a day, which is cool. You know, if I've drawn it well, I have drawn some bad ones, and that's embarrassing. But couple of things special about today. There's a full moon tonight. It's the dog moon in the path that I follow, which is Waynecraft. I also like to think of it as the wolf moon because that reminds me of one of my favorite typo negative songs. And I shout out to Risky Rabbit. I have a t-shirt on the way. It'll probably get here tomorrow that says, "Come cast your spell on me." It's from that song Wolf Moon by Typo Negative. Probably my favorite rock band right now. So special day for doing magic. It's a full moon. The moon deity that is beloved to me is the Fomorian king Eletha, father of Bress in the Irish tradition. Eletha, and in Waynecraft we call him the Wandering Moon. He who hides his face from us at times, but we know he's always there, whether we can see him or not. And when we can see him watching over us, I get such a feeling of joy. Eletha is one of my most beloved deities. So he's going to be part of my sigil today. And the other thing about today is that I'm playing some songs at an open mic night at a local bar tonight, and it's going to look pretty badass to have this temporary tattoo on my arm. That's another reason I do it. That's okay. It's totally okay. As a pagan, as a warlock, I know that what makes me happy, what feels right, is what I should do. I know it from experience. It's certainly not what I was taught as a Christian, but it works, man. All right. Got my grimoire. I've already drawn my sigil. I highly recommend drawing it on paper before you draw it on yourself. It helps. So, I don't know why I drew it so small. But this is how I like to represent Eletha. I draw the full moon and 2 crescent moons, and it makes this really cool owl shape. And then I drew kind of this wolf face on it. So that's kind of my dog moon part of the sigil. Underneath the deity that I'm using to bless this sigil and to be part of this sigil, I've drawn this vertical line representing the world tree as well as my family tree, and then I have this line going across. Now, plus sign is the international sign for aid, like what the Red Cross uses. So you see the cross there. It's not a Christian cross, but that also represents my family tree relationship with my brother. So this is me, and this is my brother, like you would see in a family tree. So he's the one that I am asking for help for. And I kind of flubbed this, and well, because I want help for him and his wife. You know, they go together. That's the person whom my brother loves, and the person who he's trying to provide for. She has some special needs, so she's definitely part of this too. I did not want to leave her out. So I didn't like what I did there. I tried something else here, didn't like that either. Then I kind of made it into a heart shape. I was like, I like that. That's gonna be a cool sigil if I put a little heart at the end there. So that represents both of them. And then under that, now, my brother probably thinks what he needs right now is wheels. And that's fine, if that's what the universe wants to give him, but what I didn't want to make it specifically about a car, because maybe that's not what would be best for him. Maybe what's best for him is something more closer to where he lives. I have no idea what would be best for him. That's okay. I don't need to know. I feel like, you know, there might be beings watching over him. Even the God that he worships, Yahweh, might be watching over him. He's served him well. I didn't get along with him very well for 40 years. But maybe something somewhere is watching over my brother, and does know a lot better than I do, or better than he does, what's best for him. So the point is, it's not necessarily a car. It could be welfare, for all I know. It could be unemployment. Now, I'm not a liberal, but I'm not a conservative either. I don't find those fixed ideas very useful. I'm of the Max Stirner school, if you want to look him up, or if you know about him already. I am a creature of this world right now, and I want what is best for my brother. And if that means welfare or unemployment, wages, whatever you call it, then that's fine with me. I want what's best for him. So anyway, so that is not necessarily a car. I put the shape of wheels there, but I also made them spirals because I want this to last. I don't, even though the sigil's going to wash off in a day, I want the spell to last in perpetuity, forever. Even after they die, I still want them to have their needs taken care of. So, basically, the bottom part of the sigil is for their needs to be taken care of forever. So, Eletha, please help my brother and the woman he loves take care of their needs forever. That's what this sigil says. Now I'm going to show you how to apply it, activate it. First thing to do, anybody will tell you, the first thing to do in any spell, any workings, is to ground and center. At the very least, you should take 3 deep breaths. Feel yourself in the world, in the universe. Work with your energies. Here we go. 3 deep breaths. I often like to put on some meditative music. That's not always convenient, but that's okay. It helps, but it's certainly not necessary. I have some tools here. I have this beautiful candle I got from a local antique store. I use this a lot. For something to light it with. This is not the most witchy lighting tool, but it's what I have. Sometimes you just use what you can get. I have a glass of water. The moon is very much connected to water, the tides and all. And I use water anyway. It represents the well. In folk witchcraft, you have the concept of the 3, the fire, the well, and the tree. This is black tourmaline. It's a crystal. I charged it under the moonlight 2 moons ago. It's been a while. I'm going to do that again tonight. So tomorrow morning, the sigil will still be on my arm, and I can use this to activate it some more tomorrow after it's set out under Eletha's light for a spell. Okay, I'm grounded and centered. I'm just gonna kind of open a circle, if you will. I haven't cast a circle, but Eletha, spirits around me of earth, sky, and waters, ancestors, I invite you to come and hear my request by the fire, by the water, and by the tree. Lord Eletha, I'm asking today for help for my brother and his wife. And I ask that as I apply this sigil to my skin, you will bless it, activate it, and make it real. I know that as you shine over me, you also shine over them, and you watch over them. You see them just as you see me. And I pray that you will take my requests, remember it, and find help for them forever. And so as I have drawn in my grimoire, I now draw on myself. The full moon, representing your full face, as we'll see tonight. Crescent moon. In the owl shape. I like to blow on it. Not only does that help the ink set, but I'm breathing life into it, helping it to come alive. The tree, the world tree, my family tree, myself, my brother, and the one he loves. Take care of their basic needs now and forever. Oh, and on this dog moon or wolf moon. I'm almost afraid to look at it because I know this is going to be bad. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. That's not bad. What do you think? Does that look like a witchy sigil? Ignore all my moles and spots. I'm a spotty person. That's not so bad. I can live with that. Yeah, and for me it has great meaning. You can charge it with your crystal. I like black tourmaline because my patron god is Carnunos and he likes black tourmaline, according to the Waynecraft tradition. So you just blow, charge, activate. I thank you, LFA. Thank you, spirits of nature. Thank you, ancestors, for hearing my request, for blessing this time. I request this help by the fire, by the well, and by the tree. So mote it be. And that is your basic sigil spell done on the skin. Smoky. Oh, I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment. I just remembered that I haven't taken a shower yet this morning. I meant to do this after my shower. I'm just going to try really hard to remember not to wash this arm until tomorrow. because I need to charge this thing. I need to charge my tourmaline under the full moon tonight and activate this thing some more. So that was really dumb. That's okay. You know, we live and we learn, and we make mistakes, and we get better. And that's how we have a rockin' life. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. At least you can see how one weird person tries to make the world a better place. And I hope that inspires you, even if you don't believe in witchcraft or deities. Much love to you all. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.